Welcome back. Now, the 99th edition of the Comrades Marathon. It takes place from Durban to Pietermaritzburg on Sunday. So for more, we're actually going to be crossing to Nicole Kente, who is already in Durban for the marathon. Nicole, lots of dynamics ahead of the Comrades edition. Thank you for joining us at this hour. Talk to us a little bit more about the tactics, what's also set to play out. I mean, the number of participants and what makes this edition so particularly special. It's over to you. Good morning.
A very good morning to you, Liesel. Good morning to our colleagues there in the gallery, as well as the Morning Live viewers. Yes, we are here in Durban. We are in Umhlanga this morning. It is, as you've mentioned rightfully, is the 99th edition of the Comrades Marathon, which will be this Sunday, the 14th of June, just 2 days shy of June 16th, which is, of course, Youth Day. Now, you've asked me what makes this day so special. We are 1 year away from it being the 100th Comrades Marathon. Remember, this is literally the oldest marathon in the world, you know, coming from 1921. So next year, 2027, is going to be the 100th edition. So that is what makes it very, very special indeed. It's not just any race, Liesel. It is, you know, the ultimate human race between Durban as well as Pietermaritzburg. And of course, they go ahead and, you know, they exchange the up run and down run every single year. But that is full on 89 kilometers. Joining us this morning, though, is somebody who is no stranger to running as well, Nick Bester, who does train the Nedbank team. He doesn't only train the Nedbank team, he has participated within the Comrades Marathon himself. He's won it in the early 90s also. So let me quickly rope in Nick. Nick, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us here on Morning Live. As you can see, the wind is quite strong, and I mentioned to you earlier, this is not what I expected. Just speak to us about how these conditions impact the runners, and also what we're expecting the weather to look like on Sunday.
Thank you very much, and good morning to everybody. Yes, yeah, you know, it's unpredictable. You know, when you watch the weather a week ago, I saw it's going to be a beautiful day on Sunday, predicting temperatures of between 13 and 16 degrees when the winners entering Maritzburg. And then it changed again, there's going to rain on Sunday, and then it changed again, it's going to be fine on Sunday. So don't worry about the wind today. I think it will be a great day on Sunday.
Definitely. Of course, this year it is an up run, you know, but Durban to Pietermaritzburg, but there is a down run as well. And I think people sometimes take for granted that a down run might be a bit easy, but it can be a bit strenuous on the legs. So just for the benefit of our viewers, can you just speak to us about the difference between the up and down run?
Well, you say a down run, but the down run also got huge hills in the down run, but predominantly is going downwards. And you're running much more downs and ups, and that down causes a lot of damage and pain on the muscles. So the down run is pain. The up run is you climb as you hit, the gun went off, you start climbing all the way, and you have to work hard. So there you need power. It's hard, it's tough. But afterwards, the difference between the two, on a down run, for 1 week you can't walk, and on an up run, after 3 days you can start walking again.
So they are definitely both quite difficult. 89 kilometers is 89 kilometers, but being that you have, you know, run the Comrades yourself, and just in terms of, you know, the feeling amongst runners, is there a preference when it comes to the up or down run? Does one feel slightly, you know, easier than the other one?
Yeah, if you can look back into history, the up runners are slightly shorter but stronger. If you look at their build, their physique, they've got stronger muscles, although all the top winners is small and tiny. But still, the down runners is tiny little guys who can hit the downhills, and the impact is not so severe on their legs. That is basically the difference. You need strength, a lot of power to be able to win the up run. And the down run, you need the faster guys and the lighter guys normally do better on the down run.
We touched on the weather slightly. I want to ask you just about some of the runners who have to acclimatize. You know, of course, in terms of preparation, you would have been preparing for months and months in advance prior to Comrades coming up on Sunday. Yes. However, those who are staying in other provinces and not in Durban experience different weather. I mean, Johannesburg, for example, I flew in the other day. It's very, very cold there. It's dry. It's not as warm as what it is here. I feel the wind is a bit stronger here. So just speak to us about the acclimatization that the athletes have to go through also.
Okay, first, if you're coming down to sea level, there is a lot of oxygen in the air. Oxygen is life. So you feel much better at sea level. That's why the guys go up in the mountains. They train under heavy conditions where they battle to breathe. And by doing that, you're building more red blood cells. Your hematocrit improved, your hemoglobin improved, and that is one of the little bit of extras you can do to be able to win the Comrades Marathon. When you come down at the sea level and you're suddenly exposed to all this oxygen, you just got much more energy because the mitochondria are carrying the blood through the bloodstream is carrying all the oxygen, and mitochondria are putting into the body, and you run faster. But the timing coming down from altitude to sea level is an art. The window is there. You must come down and race within 3 to 4 days after being exposed to high altitude. Day 4 to day 11, actually, let's say it's terrible. Your body go to in a lapse, but from day 12 onwards, you feeling better again because your red blood cells that you made at altitude, you're making 2 million per second. They last up to 70 days in your body. So that's why the top runners train at altitude. They plan it well. It is rarely a seldom that you see a guy living at sea level winning the Comrades Marathon. And that is a little bit of difference. But for the normal runner, the sea level runner, so they are not so worried so much about this. They just come down, run the race. So it's usually humid in Durban. So when you're running down, it is hot, then it's a very tough race. But going into Maritzburg, it can be hot, but it's not humid. So that is the difference.
Nick, unfortunately, we are out of time, but thank you so much for that. There you have it, Liesl. As I said, we are here in Durban, the 99th edition of the Comrades Marathon. And, of course, we'll be keeping you updated the entire weekend. Back to you in studio there.